Chuki B.
What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Living Life Fast. Today's going to be quite a special video. I've got a man named Peter who's travelled from Belgium to the United Kingdom to feature his and a customer's car on Living Life Fast, which you can imagine I'm pretty gassed about. So Peter's the European distributor of a company called Pure Turbos. For those of you who ain't heard of them, they're an American based company, very well known to give your BMW supercar rivaling performance. Today I'm filming an F80 M3, which is Peter's daily driver. It produces 750 bhp and it's apparently the fastest M3 in Europe. Today I think he's wound it back to about 700 brake, but either way this car is going to be completely bonkers. I'm also going to be filming an E90 335i, which I'm going to include in a separate video. It produces 650 bhp, and to spice it up even more, they're both left hand drive, which isn't much of a problem for the M3, which has a DCT box, but the 335i actually has a manual box, so it's going to be quite difficult trying to get used to being on the left side of the car, changing gears on my right hand. So guys, I won't keep you any longer. Let's go meet Peter.
Chuki B.
Wow. How you doing, Peter? You alright?
Hi Ricky, how are you? Fine.
Good. So your friend Martin?
My buddy Martin.
How you doing, Martin? You good?
What's up?
Cool. So wow, man, two beautiful looking cars, man. Very beautiful. I know that you did Arthur's car, the M135i. But do you want to explain maybe in a bit more detail who you are, what it is you do?
So I'm Peter from pureturbos.eu. We're promoting the Pure Turbos over Europe. It's a turbos hybrid from American company. They work very well. We started a few years back on BMW. Now moving along as well to Mercedes, but the BMW turbos are really nice and big performance can be expected from them.
So do you want to go into a bit of detail on your car? So it's the F80 M3, it's a dual clutch transmission, right?
Yeah, right.
So
basically I've done quite a few upgrades to get to over 700 horsepower. Starting first with the Pure Turbo hybrid upgrade, where the stock turbos stop, these keep going. To properly fuel them, I've put methanol injection kit and as well a port injection kit to run high octane fuel from the stock fuel system. On top I have a Bootmod3 flash on the car's DME, and also on top to run more boost over the flash I have a JB4 piggyback that runs more boost and also controls the extra fueling.
Wow. Internally, what's the engine like then? Is it stock?
Yeah, it's still stock. If you limit torque and you don't go for the maximum what the turbos allow, then you should be good for some time. The same goes for the gearbox. I'm running the stock clutch pack. Again, limiting torque keeps it alive.
Any slipping?
Not yet, no.
Not yet.
I've run the setup for some time. I expect it to happen over time, especially at the events when I push the power a bit more.
Yeah.
But I have a spare clutch in the basement to put in.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah. What's it running today then, roughly?
700.
700, yeah. And 800 Newton meters?
850.
850, yeah? Wow. You done anything with suspension? I noticed you've got a different set of wheels, and you look like you got the, so is it the Toyos as well on the rear?
Yeah, so suspension wise it's a stock passive suspension. I like it quite much.
Wheels, so what wheels are they that you've got?
Yeah, those are lightweight signature wheels. They're high performance, 18-inch, they're custom built. You can choose over 20 finishes, you can decide even the ET and the wideness of the wheels, so it can make a perfect fit aesthetically as well, as you see.
Brakes, sorry?
That's just
stock brakes.
The stock brakes.
How do they hold up then?
So far it's okay. I think for sprint it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah. So you're just a drag racer.
Yeah, you can say like that. Yeah,
you're
drag
like
and street racer.
Yeah. And exhaust system, what have you done with the exhaust? I noticed
I have a full decut system, so an empty one-piece midpipe without cut, decut from turbo to midpipe, and then in the rear I just have the stock muffler with BMS end tips for the looks. So basically what you see here, probably what you notice first is the intake system is missing. The two filter boxes have been replaced with a front mount filter system from maximum PSI.
Wow. Okay.
So it really gets the air sucked in from the front. I also upgraded the cooling, CSF intercooler. I have a CSF heat exchanger, and what you don't see is the CSF DCT cooler upgrade. Yeah. So it's the whole package. So you have also the aluminum charge pipes, the methanol solenoid and injector here at the bottom.
Wow.
And then underneath you have the port injection system and the turbos. They are in the same location.
Yeah, this is like you're talking another language to me right now. Quite familiar with these cars. Obviously I've ran an F80 for over a year.
First of all, I think one of the important things is the flash on the ECU. It really changes the behavior of the feeling of the car, the pedal, the responsiveness. It's Pro Tuning Freaks Bootmod3 done by Halim from HTP. The pure turbos, which
stage 2 turbos.
They together with the flash and the fueling, it totally changes how a stock F80, even tuned, feels. Meaning it will shift the power band far more to the right. The torque comes on a little bit later, but when it comes on, it's not really a problem for grip.
So it's not as spiky as the stock F3s are.
It comes a little bit later in the RPM range. So combined with the Toyo semi-slicks in the back, which are 305 wide, even from second gear you have plenty of grips.
Is that customized for you because you're M3, or is that just how?
These wheels, these guys.
The way you've got it tuned. Obviously the
it's a custom tune. Here a lot of people complaining that they can't get away with the M3. The traction control is continuously flack, and that gives no confidence.
Exactly.
And even like with this one, if we shift back a bit, go maybe in second gear, if we floor it here, see there's no grip issue.
Jesus Christ!
It's totally controllable. You can just floor it. Traction control off. You don't even feel the rear coming out. In the wet, of course, it's a bit different. But
that just fully just put every last bit of its power down.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, man! Gotta be the fastest car pinning, Bloody hell! Like put your foot down and it wiggles a little bit. It still feels progressive, doesn't it? It's not like a violent snap.
No, it's very...
You like, just, it's nice, isn't it? You're just adjusting it still.
Yeah. Oh, you can easily compensate, you really feel what the car does, so...
You must do this regular, man.
Every morning going to work.
Every morning?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Have a nice road at 5 AM, there's no traffic. It's my daily adrenaline to start the day.
Wow, man, that is incredible, you know that. Is this a kit that you offer on the M3, is what your car's running now? Or is this like a more personalised setup for yourself? Is there like a stage 1 M3 kit, stage 2? Or?
Obviously, we can offer just the turbos, but we can offer also the tuning, the extra fuel system, everything. So it depends on what the customer likes, so, what his goals are, what fuel he wants to run, and we basically make a plan based on the customer requests.
Cannot believe that 700 brake and you just floored it from the lights as well.
Yeah,
that is just crazy. Nothing must be able to beat you.
Well, there's always boss over
obviously
boss,
yeah, like a turbo Porsche using its launch control, but I mean you're basically getting off the lights, so I bet this can do 16 under 4 seconds.
Yeah, I can do 3.6, 3.8 seconds. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, I believe that, because you're just fully gripping. And you're not even being cautious with it one bit, are you? You just like, you fully trust the car, don't you? With that kind of power.
It gives me a lot of confidence, and especially with the Toyos in the rear, you just have to make minor corrections. And
it don't catch you out on the odd, it's never like, you know?
No, it's very...
It's been nice all the time, yeah? It's never... What year is it?
2016. It's February production.
Jeez. What the? That's flat. Bye-bye. Can you believe that? A Ferrari just popped up. It's got killed. What would you say you would go neck on neck with? Like supercar wise?
Well, at the last event in Germany, the 488 was a little bit slower. What else? Stock supercar like. I don't think there is that much that keeps up with this one. Of course, tuned, that's a different story. But a Huracan does 100 to 106.2, Aventador 5.8, I think. This one does it in 5.3.
What do you think Arthur's car does?
When I tested it, when I came from the dyno shop, when the car was in Belgium, it did like 6.8 with the Race Logic V-Box. well, if you know these roads, to me it's like, okay, what's coming next? But you obviously, you drive here every day. So
but that was just not, yeah, it's nothing. This car can swallow anything on the bends.
It just stays put in.
People will 100% not think that, you know, putting this kind of power through an M3 isn't going to work, but it really does work, doesn't it? I mean, you've gone the extreme. I mean, even a stage 1 tune, as I've seen in some of you've seen some of the videos, they can barely handle a stage 1 tune. But what you've done to this car, it's clearly, it's...
With the setup, you shift the torque a bit more to the right, you shift the power more to the right, which makes all these things more manageable. And then if you put the package with the 18-inch wheels, more sidewall, more grip.
That's what it is then, it's not even a joke. Like, you've seriously, this is the cure for the M3, basically, what you've done.
Yeah, what you, sometimes you hear big power numbers, but then it's not drivable on the street.
Yeah. Well, especially it being the F80, because the F80s are just, they're known to be really snappy, but... Yeah, that's insane.
Like this, with this setup, with this flash on it, everything like it's set up, works pretty nicely.
So yeah, I think that we'll end the video there. I'll leave the links for Peter's company in the description and the whole spec of the car. So before you comment asking what's being done to the car, just check the description of this video. It'll all be listed there. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.